Happy St. Patrick's Day, Love 52. This is Wednesday of week 19, but more importantly, it's March 17th. It's St. Patrick's Day, and I got green leaves all over the shirt. You know, I pretend to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Growing up, I had some friends, their families were from Ireland, and their heritage was Irish, and they were just very friendly and kind, at least in my presence. You know, I don't know what they were like when I wasn't around. And I had some friends in my adult life, and they're from Ireland, and, you know, they're just friendly and kind, again, at least in my presence. And then in the movies, I mean, Waking the Divine is one of my favorite movies. And I know if you've watched it, you're thinking, well, there's lying and cheating and, you know, cheating the law. And I know it's not the most moral movie, but they were so friendly and kind. And I like how it's portrayed, and I want to go visit. And so when I go overseas one day, it's so green and just beautiful looking. That's one of my first stops is Ireland. So I pretend I go by Paul O. Larsen on St. Patrick's Day. So remember that for next year. This week we're talking about making PB&Js for other people, loving other people. And look, if this is your first video, you know, I encourage people, check out earlier videos, know what we're talking about when we're talking about PB&J, right? And interest, time, energy, and attention. Check out the videos, you'll see. It's not a lot to watch. You don't have to watch all 60 whatever videos, but, you know, check them out. This week, loving other people, right? And we started with talking about loving children in our lives. And really, you know, ITEA is interest, time, energy, and attention. And when it comes to loving children and young folks, really it starts with attention. I mean, if I'm loving, it starts with my interest in them. But how they experience it, the one being loved, it first hits them by attention. I mean, think about it. Young people do things for attention. We old people do too. We all do. But most often we adults think that of young people and children, that they're doing it for attention. So no wonder the first thing they experience when we're loving them is our attention. So it's great. Yesterday we talked about loving the ones we were romantically involved in. More specifically, we talked about how do we find out what kind of PB&J they want, right? And so I shared with you that, you know, it starts by acknowledging to them, you are so important to me, significant, valuable, and so lucky to have you in my life and to be in your life. And, you know, I want to express how much you mean to me. I want to express how valuable you are to me and how much I appreciate you. And so we ask that question, and that gets us more of a clear answer versus saying, I love you and I want to show love to you because, you know, definitions, as we talked about yesterday. Today, you maybe thought I was going to talk about maybe extended family members or friends or people we work with, but no, I'm jumping right to strangers because I had these great experiences right in front of my eyes. Like before, I shared with you once about being at the grocery store and this guy let all these people in front of him, and I was one of them. And then money was left on the counter to pay for other people. I mean, love right there. And I basically saw similar the other day. I saw one man pay for another man's groceries. Two different ethnicities. Neither of them looked like they needed it to be done for them, but it just happened right in front of my face. And what was exciting for me was one of the guy who was getting his groceries paid for was getting corned beef, cabbage, potato, carrot, onion, and some other groceries. He was getting ready to make corned beef and cabbage. He had the ingredients right there. Same ones I bought like 2 days before. It was so cool. It was happening right in front of my face. Interest in the person, time and energy to do extra steps to paying attention. Right there in front of my face. Loving someone else. Hey, look, if you hear banging and hammering, we got construction going on around here outside. So it's hard to find the few minutes where there's not noise. We can deal with it, right? Then today I visited someone at a facility, part of work, and on my way here I stopped. I was in downtown Santa Ana, California. It's a lot of courthouses, federal buildings, the jail, prison, police, that stuff. But there's this little art district in Santa Ana, and my favorite coffee shop, Hopper and Burr. So if you're ever in downtown Santa Ana, California, Hopper and Burr on 4th Street. Delicious coffee. Lattes are fantastic. Pastries are good. And I was there and I saw somebody pay for like 4 people that he didn't know. I saw him pay for it. I was waiting for my latte. And so I saw him pay for his and like 3 or 4 people behind him. And he took his drink and he left. Interest, time, energy, and attention. Spreading love is that simple. Like, you don't need to spend money. I want you to experience loving other people today. And if you're out in public, if you're at a grocery store, just let someone go in front of you. Just do it. Try it out. If you do it, only do it because in your mind you're saying, this person's important. Hey, go ahead. They might not know you're loving them. Sometimes when we're spreading love, the recipient doesn't even realize it. Check it out. Give love. Hold the door for someone. Let someone in front of you on the road. Pay for somebody. Say hello to somebody. Smile. Help somebody load their groceries. Well, maybe not COVID and sanitary and safety. Loving is simple. Spread love. Love yourself. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye-bye.